Hi, this is Dorothy Kilty with Raccoon Alley Creations, and that's my YouTube channel is @DAKIELTY, and this is for the hashtag Cosy Christmas Collab with Nonstop Paper Crafts and Line Dot Arrow. So week 3 was to make some dangles. This is week 4, so it's catch-up week. And what I wanted to start with showing you is this was a misprint where something started getting printing and then it didn't. And as you can see, my folding is kind of bad. But what you want to do is take a paper clip. This is to make hidden paper clips. Take a paper clip, and then you want to fold it below the biggest paper clip. And then what I a lot of times do to start with is just wrap it around and fold it, and then fold back. Now this one, I got a little sloppy with my folding, so I refolded it a couple times. So, but once it's decorated, that's not going to show. Okay, once you have this fold the size of the paper clip, you're going to take the front page down and take your paper clip and put it across the center, this mountain here, so that when this is folded up, it's the next fold down, okay? And these paper clips are not going to show very much, or at all. Well, these are going to show a little bit because that's the way I'm going to do it. But anyway, so you put those across there, and then when this back folds up, this folds over. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this fold. You can fold it as close as you can get, or you can fold it with sticking up a little bit so that, you know, maybe 3/8 to 1/2 inch. And when you do this, then that creates a tab over the edge or the top of the page when you put it on. Okay, so I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is to make a little cut right along the edge here. By 2 of these paper clips. And I'll show you what I'm doing with that in just a minute. So we'll make a cut in the paper right here. Must be time for me to change the blade on this. Let's try. Okay, so I'm making a cut that's just enough for the paper clip to stick through. And then what I'm going to do is move these 2 up a little bit so that they're going to poke through this when I fold that over, okay? These 2 I'm going to leave down. And now once I've decided where I want these paper clips to go, I'm going to glue them, start gluing them down by gluing this front piece over, okay? So this is Fabri-Tac, and so I'm going to, oops, this is my first gluing of the day, and it was somewhat stuck. I also need to get some more Fabri-Tac. Okay, so this is gonna go over and around these paper clips to hold them into place, okay? Yeah, you wouldn't actually have to glue the back, but I will end up gluing the back as well. So, because I'm going to do these at 2 different levels, and I want these to stick out a little bit. So I'm going to just take my scissors and cut right here. Okay? Now these, I'm going to, you know, kind of go over these paper clips, and then I'm going to pull them out just a little bit. It's actually the first time I've tried this with this particular hidden paper clip, so it's kind of interesting to see how it works. Okay. these, let me just cut this. So in effect, you're going to be making 4 different hidden paper clips out of one. I'm going to fold this one a little bit higher so you can see the way that the tab works when you put that in, okay? It would help if I could fold straight. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the back of this here. So you can see this is the short side here. I don't think it makes any difference how you do that, but this goes in. Now, when this is glued over, let's go ahead and cut all these apart. So, I'm just going to stick some glue in here on both sides to hold that in place. You want to be very careful when you're doing this that you don't put the glue across this middle piece here, because this is where the clothespin is and where it attaches it. Okay, so I have 2 of these with this sticking out. I'm going to just glue this one down all the way. So I'm putting glue across this top part that's going to glue down. Okay, and we'll glue that down, okay? Same with this one. I'm going to go ahead and glue this one down over the top of this. I got it crooked, but it's okay because we're going to be decorating it. Okay, so we're gluing this down. We have this center part where the paper clip is, where it clips on, and then we can decorate the front and the back, and we'll have it decorated on both sides, okay? So on this one, I'm only going to glue down the sides. So what this does will make it a little pocket or tuck spot right on this side of it. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Okay, so this is going to do double duty here because we have the paper clip, and then we also have a little pocket right here. Whoops, let's just hold these down. Okay, so I'm going to start with these 2. This is where my dangles are going to go. So by having this paper clip out there, I can put the dangles down from here, and I forgot one thing. Okay, we want to pull this up real quick. I'm going to have the dangles. No, the dangles are going to come on here. Okay. Now, the other thing you have to decide is, do you want it to come over the page top like this, if this was your page, across the top of the page, or do you want it to come in from the side? Okay, so this is going to go pretty much all the way down, and then you can have a dangle here. These are going to go over the top. These can go over the top or over the side. And now you have a tab sticking out. Okay, so for this, this one here, glued down all the way, we just want to decorate it. So just a real simple decoration is this. I use the freebies and I bought the kits. I didn't print out everything in the kits. I just didn't want to have those pages until I got ready to do a book or something, which I probably will do at some point. So there, if we put this on, just as simple as that, we have a cute little decoration calendar there. And then on the back, we can do a little bit of a collage. Have here, I have this was actually the inside of a gauze bandage. I took the gauze bandage across, but it's kind of cute, especially if we tear it. Okay, so we can put this, let's see, this is coming in from the side, so this one also needs to come in from the side. So there's a little bit of a house, and then let's add this, and I have some words cut here. Have yourself a Merry Christmas. So I'll glue those down just like that. Now obviously, or I think it's obvious, as I was cutting these, I was kind of starting to think about what I was going to do with them. Sometimes when you're collaging, now I probably should have put a little glue on that, but the glue on this will go through and hold it in place. Okay, let's take another piece of this and go over here. Just love it when it goes flying. So because this was like a vintage Band-Aid thing, so it really has a little bit of color, and it adds some texture to my collage as well. So here, we'll put this down here like that, and then we'll take this little bitty Santa Claus. These were from the freebie pages that Line Dot Arrow had, Natalie had, that showed what was coming the rest of the weeks. So week 2, week 3. And I think these little bitty decorations, little bitty cutouts, are perfect for when you're making something small like this. So now on this front, we have this jolly little calendar, and on this one, or it's a bingo card, not a calendar, with using jolly instead of B-I-N-G-O. And this one we have a little collage. Okay, this can go either on the page this way. It can go on the page this way. Okay, so now let's make our dangle for this. Now I'm going to start with the dangle by just taking a ring. This is a jump ring, and seeing if I can get that on the paper clip. The other thing, you can use the other kind of rings. Let's see. I should go get my jewelry making tools. I have a little tool to open these rings, which really does help. I had fake nails a couple months ago, and what I discovered is that they just really ruined my nails. So they're much weaker than they used to be, and I really hate it. So I used to be able to do this with my nails. Okay. See, I think that's going to be enough to going to have to fast forward to this, through this. This is ridiculous. So first this, then this, slide it around, and then okay, I'm going to get a different kind of ring for the next one of these I make. So I'm just twisting this around now until it goes past that point. It's like a key ring. And get it in. There we go. Now you notice this is sliding around a little bit. I think that's because I didn't let it sit after I glued it, but it'll be fine. Okay, now we also can cover up this ring by taking a little bit of lace or rickrack or something and just tying it over here. Okay, just to add that to our little decoration. Okay, now I am just going to use thread, this is crochet thread, to make my dangle. And so what I'm going to do is take these stars and glue them back to back. So merry and bright, but I want something kind of between them. So, my gauze is too small. I could take like fabric like this. That's really pretty, I think. And once I glue that down, then I can trim around it whatever shape I want. Okay, so let's start with some glue here. And I'm going to put the glue right along the edge of these stars because I want them to be glued down pretty good. Okay, let's put that down. Okay, this fabric, so it's kind of a, I don't know what kind of fabric it is, a little bit see-through, and it is got some texture in it, which I always love. Okay. Put this down. Now this one needs to be glued together with the other side very well. So we're lining it up. That's one of the reasons you want something a little see-through, is that so that you can see that you're lining it up. And then I'm just going to take these zigzag scissors, whatever they're called, and I'm going to cut around like this. Love it when I forget what I'm doing. This needed to go over this thread. So we want the thread to go up through the center of this, like this. Let's see if that... One thing about Fabri-Tac is it does give you a little bit of time to come back, so I believe that will stick. Okay, so now we have one of our dangles on. The next one, so this one says I'm on the naughty list, and this one says the magic of Christmas. So we'll do the same thing. We'll start by gluing the star to the fabric we're going to put inside. Okay. Put it on here. This time we'll do it right, and we'll take okay. Want to make sure which is right, so that's right side up. This is going to go right down the center of this, like so. And then this star will go over the top. Okay, line it up. And there we go. We have two dangles. And let's get one more. This is Dashing Through the Snow and Pum Rum Pum Pum Pum. I did want to talk about other things that you could put in between this that would be fun. You could use like a lace like this round lace. See, that would look pretty. And cut around the circle here, or you could just cut straight. You could use doilies like this around there. These are thicker, but the doily shows more too. Okay, so that's really pretty. Here's a vintage doily that could have been used. So these do, because they're heavier, they do make your dangle heavier. So that's something to consider. You could use like these, and these, let me just cut this apart. Okay, these, this is a much lighter weight doily, and then when you put it on, you see it peeks through, but you mainly have the star shape. Okay, here is, hear that crash? That was my pins crashing down. My little cup that has all the good stuff in it. So, I'm going to go ahead and use this doily so you can get the idea of that. So we'll put this down. Okay, make sure we have it upright. put this doily, kind of center it over it like that. And then this one, goes like this, and it's gonna go, I'm trying to decide which I think is easier, to have it partly glued down and then put the string through, or have the string through first, and I'm not sure yet. Okay, so that one, you can see. All right, let's cut this off up here. Okay, now because this is different and this is different, I'm going to cut this one different too, just to give a different effect. You could cut it in a circle or a square, whatever you wanted. I'm just going around this, being careful not to cut the string, of course. So it gives just a little bit of a border on this. Pull this up this way to get it out of the way when we cut. Do I care that this is not perfect? Frankly, no. Okay, so now we have this, and now we can take this and tie it on. We could add some beads to things. You could glue it on, whatever you want. This is a pretty long dangle, because I use the bigger stars instead of the smaller ones. But it would be really cute if you put it towards the top of the page on the inside. So let's say this is where your spine is. If you put it on, that's not gonna work. It's the sideways one. Okay. No, it'll hang out the bottom. If this had been a top one, it could have gone along over on this side, and then it could hang over the spine, which would also be cute. Okay, so that's one dangle. Now the other dangle, using this, that one's glued together, that one's glued together. This one is the one with the pocket. Okay, so with the pocket, what you've got is you can just have a little card there coming out. So this is this paper was one that printed wrong, but the mistaken print kind of makes nice lines for journaling if you wanted to journal on the back. Okay, so on this, if we print it, if we put it like this, and then we can trim it, it'll make a cute little journaling card to stick in that pocket. So let's glue this on in such a way that that. Okay, and then let's make sure that it still goes in the pocket. It doesn't quite. Okay, that'll go in. So let's just add a little decoration to this. Okay, this is a tag, but it doesn't have to be a tag. In this case, it's just a decoration. There we go there. We'll glue this across the top. On a slant, I think that looks kind of cute. Okay, and then we'll decorate this. Now, once again, which way do I want it? Do I want it to go over the page sideways? And I think I do. So, let's see. We want, in this case, I'm going to cut the tag off, the little top that made it look like a tag. And I'm just going to put this on the folded over part. Okay, and on this side, and another thing you can stick in these little pockets is just like a ticket or something that you've got. That's really cute. This side, I'm going to put this little Christmas tree. These need to be glued down pretty good, and I'm not going to slide that pocket in again until I give them a chance to dry this time. Okay, and then on this side, trim off Dorothy's crooked cutting. Make sure the pocket is still glued. It is. Okay, on this side, so this is going in this way. Okay, so why don't we just take this piece here, like this, and we'll put one of the stars that says, since it says, the other side said, since the tag says, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, I'm going to put snow here. But once again, I want something behind it that's going to be, you know, just a little bit. Use this. Now this has this is like the selvage and has the holes and stuff in it. But to me, all that stuff just adds texture. So I'm fine with that. We'll put this down here. And then we'll put the star on top. Like so. Okay. Now this is the side that I'm going to go in here. This is the side that's kind of going to stick out the side. So what we're going to do is use a this hole punch, the crocodile. Okay, and we'll put a hole right down here. Okay, and then we'll take, I think I'll go ahead and use this silver one that's right on top, and put this here, and we will hold it in place. Okay, and now, you can use a lot of different things to go over the side here to make the dangle. A good thing to use, you can use like a little paper clip like this to dangle from. You can use the a bowl pin. You can use one of these pins. A bowl pin is easier if you have arthritis like I have, just so you know. But they are in a safe place, okay? So now we have this. We can take this and put it through and just attach this chain to it. I should have attached the chain before I put it on the card. However, I wasn't sure if I could bend it enough to get it through, so I was being safe here. I get chains from, you know, like broken jewelry. Sometimes you can buy broken jewelry at a craft store or something, or at a yard sale. I have at times bought like a whole jar of broken jewelry. And then I have it for things like this. You also can buy them. You know, never forget the power of good old money. I prefer to buy as many of my supplies as I can from like yard sales or someplace like that, junk stores, because, you know, this can be an expensive hobby if you, you know, try and start paying full price for everything. Okay, you silly thing. There we go. Okay. I'll mess with that off camera. There we go. Okay, so now we have this, and we can just attach things to it. Now, one of the easy things to do is just to take and glue a couple of these together, like this. Mm-hmm. The glue helps add stability to when you are gluing just copy paper, But another thing you can do is print it on cardstock. Okay? And then these can be added. You can punch a hole through these, and they can be added with a jewelry ring. Or, as I said before, you can just use paper clips like this. Like this. And then we can punch a little hole through here. And hang that on the paper clip. You could reinforce this hole with, or just leave it alone. Okay? And I still think that looks really pretty. So, okay, so let me get the other one back. Oh, I wanted to show you the way this one is going to go over the page, okay? So you've put the hole in on the side where the fold is, where the paper clip is. So when you put this on the page, this is the one that we folded with a little bit of space here, so it sticks out of the side of the page, and then your dangle also sticks out. You could have quite a few of these. You could just have the one. I could cut this chain off right here and just have the one dangle, which is kind of cute. And it's fun. So thank you to Nonstop Paper Crafts and to Line Dot Arrow for this challenge. And I will see you soon.